afternoon. This is a video response to the Week 2 screencast, The Adolescent Literacy Crisis. Basically, the adolescent literacy crisis is that there's an overwhelming trend of underachievement in reading and writing, especially in content areas. And this is because a majority of students in the U.S. read below grade level, which means that they can't interpret what they're reading, or they're just not fluent readers, or they can't comprehend what they're reading. In addition, there are many students who can't apply what reading skills they do have to different genres or content areas. So while I was considering the adolescent literacy crisis and Shaw's stages of reading, I was reminded of one of my students in the after-school program where I work. I was helping her with math homework, and one question asked her to explain in a sentence why she knew that 2/5 was greater than 2/7. And I saw just a complete disconnect between being able to point the greater than or less than sign in the right direction, choosing 2/5 greater than 2/7, and so between that skill and being able to explain to me, or explain in writing, why she knew that 2/5 was greater than 2/7. So we talked over the question, and she became increasingly frustrated, and her comprehension and willingness to follow what I was saying just slowly slipped away as our conversation continued. So eventually I wrote down a thorough response to the same type of question and let her read through it, and we just sort of stopped talking about it for the day. I let her go on and do her thing. But later, like several weeks later, I noticed that as I was helping her with her homework, a similar question came up, and she immediately reached into her binder and pulled out that little note card that I had written, which I thought was a really cool progress that we had made, in that she was starting to recognize that even though it was a different question exactly, it was the same type of question, and that she knew that she had this resource that could help her explain in writing the answer. So I was pretty excited to see that, and pretty interested in the progress that was made, and I think that could be a really interesting thing to study as a teacher, just how to make these connections between doing whatever work it is and reading and writing for that subject particularly. So this incident made me realize that although reading and writing is integrated across disciplines, for example, she was asked to write why her answer was her answer, children are not necessarily able to connect and apply their critical reading and writing skills across disciplines. So if there's a way to teach these skills earlier, or to teach school in general with more emphasis on this application, that would be a really interesting thing to start implementing. I was reading in my book, Child and Adolescent Development for Educators, about the Carolina Abecedarian Project, about preschool, so like ages 1 through 3 children in low income or low socioeconomic classes in these families, and how this project had the goal of not only teaching the students, but teaching the parents how to help their students learn how to read, and how they were able to track the progress of these students throughout, and realize that they had higher achievement than the control group, whose parents weren't able to help them understand how to read and able to build with them in the learning process. So I wonder if there's a way to sort of apply that research to reading and writing in content areas. If there's a way to teach parents how to help their kids learn to apply their literacy skills to other subjects, not just reading, think that could really close a big gap. And it's definitely an interesting discussion that I would like to express. So that is that's basically what I was thinking about when I was listening to the screencast. I really enjoyed today's screencast. I thought or this week's screencast rather, there was some really interesting topics and ideas that I didn't really know about that I'm interested to learn more